Hi friends, hi seekers, this is Lizzie B with Gwella Being, and today we are going to learn a quick, simple full moon ritual. We are currently under a full moon that is a harvest moon and a super moon, so it has super potent energy for releasing. Whenever we're working with lunar cycles, a full moon is an opportune time for releasing what no longer serves you or what pulls you backwards from your highest self. So without further ado, here's a sweet, simple full moon release ritual. What you're going to need is something to write on, something to write with, some sort of flame, and some sort of safe vessel for burning in. I don't care if you want to use a candle, a lighter, a match. I don't care if you want to use an abalone shell or a metal bowl. I just ask that you be mindful to be safe and to be practical. The other thing you're going to need is something to cleanse your space with, whether that's sage, palo santo, or the sound of your choice. Maybe you like to use a singing bowl, rattle, or bell. And you're also going to want to have with you maybe an oracle deck, a journal, a vessel for collecting moon water, and access to nature. Those are all wants, not necessarily needs. So whatever you have access to will work. If nature is not immediate for you, no worries. Go quietly somewhere that you practice your meditation, your yoga, or your self-care. So the first thing you're going to do in this ritual is you're going to cleanse your space. I chose to use sage and a singing bowl today. Cleanse it however you like or however is in your practice. Next, you're going to call your angels, call your guides, call your deities, call your ancestors, and ask them to guide you in your practice and bring you to your highest self and your holiest holy. Once you have called your assistants in, you're going to go ahead and begin thinking, meditating, contemplating on 4 things that no longer serve you. You're going to think of them as stones that are weighing down your load, that are pulling you backwards. So on 4 separate little pieces of paper or leaves or whatever you brought to write on, you're going to write 4 things. They can be habits, thought patterns, relationships, anything, whatever you need to release, whatever you need to unload, to put down what is making your load too heavy to carry into these cold months where you need to be working on preserving. So once you've written those 4 things down, I'm going to ask you to take each of those pieces of paper and tear them into 4 pieces. Once you've torn those up, you're going to light them on fire. You can use your candle, your lighter, whatever it is that you brought. Make sure you are burning safely and carefully in a vessel that is controlled. As those are burning, you can visualize them as stones being cast away from your load. You can visualize the smoke of those pieces of paper carrying those 4 stones away from you, whatever they may be. Or you can recite a spell or a mantra. I chose to recite 4 times. I release what would slow me down. I release the stones that would slow me down. Which is choice. Whatever you want to say, whatever you want to do, just making sure to make new space. Once you're done burning those items and the ashes have cooled, you're going to return those ashes back to the earth in whatever way suits your practice. Make sure they are cool. Make sure nothing's on fire anymore. I like to mix my ashes in with some flowers that are dried and dead that I used to have in my house. And once I have those mixed together, I cast them back to the stream where I practice. Once I've completed that task and let nature take that away for me, I like to take that empty new space inside of myself, that clean space. It's like having a clean closet. And I like to pull an oracle card to draw up a message that is what I should be focusing on filling that new clean space with. So once I've drawn a card, I will collect a little bit of moon water from a natural source to charge under the full moon and use for other purposes. I will close my space by thanking my guides, thanking my deities, my spirits, my ancestors, my familiars. Give thanks to everyone 3 times. Give thanks. I give thanks. I give thanks. I give thanks. And then cleanse your space one more time, being sure to leave it more uplifted than where you came in. So cleansing all over again. Once you've completed those tasks, go about the rest of your full moon day or evening however you see fit. I hope you find some release in this little ritual, and I hope it intrigues those of you who are just starting to tune into a little bit of magic. This is a super easy, fun way to pepper some magic lightly into your life. Thanks for joining me on Gwella Being. Iechyd.